Back at it tonight. My last video was like a late night inbox thing. I'm trying not to make these evenings a freaking series. That's definitely not the plan, not my dream project. But I do have some shirts to press, and probably gonna make some improvements along the way because that's just how we do it. So let's I don't know, let's get to this pressing issue. So the one thing I'm gonna do before I get started, besides like figure out what I'm doing with these stacks of shirts, is I gotta tidy this area up. There's just lots of shrapnel from old jobs, and I don't know, it's like never really had a lot of attention. Now I can't get too distracted. I have some sensors and smart switches on here, smart bulb that I really want to do something with, but honestly I just need to kind of get this started, get myself rolling, you know. So that's it. I can't get too crazy, but I gotta get her a little tidied up to get started. I just want to get some shirts done, a couple racks of shirts, and then I'll reward myself with a distraction. Let's see here. Problem is we move these things around all the time, so it's not like I can tape off the floor. Okay. It will be smart for your boy to get to work here. Alright, whatever. I tidied up. I really wish I could do something better with the pads and stuff like that, but I don't know. I think that'll come in time. And then we'll do the other stations in time as well. But we're chilling for now. Basically, I need to lock in, so I'm just going to put it on a time lapse until I think of something smart to say. Not even a dozen shirts done, but I'm going to switch the setup up a bit here. Get a little 90-degree setup going. I already moved the trash bin to right in front of me. I wasn't like using the mat here. And now I can. Alright, that's two sizes done, and something's driving me nuts, obviously. I'm just going to stop and do this. Okay. All the flippy dippy with like the transfers, flipping them like from the bottom shelf on is just kind of driving me nuts. So I'm going to try and like I'm going to put these two freaking things together. Right. That's less motion waste, right? Okay, I was just talking to the time lapse. I'll say it again for video here. The floors here are insane. They're really uneven and messed up. We're on the fourth floor of like 100-something-year-old building, and the cart's on wheels. So it's also, I guess, one of the reasons we don't run this thing on automatic where it comes down by itself. But honestly, every time I talk about this thing, it pisses a different person off. The last time I mentioned it was actually me just posting an old Instagram story. Just lots of old improvements and stuff I thought would be good for the channel. Anyway, this emergency stop thing was one of them. I was posting lots of improvement videos, but I posted these as kind of a series because I just found these backflow valves. They prevent the air from ripping out the hose when you unplug it, which on these machines, if you unplug the air, it'll just drop right down, and that's not always good. But not the issue, so let me show you what I'm talking about. So I was just digging up old improvements and content from my story that I thought would be okay on YouTube, and that was one of them. Posted it up there, and I got literally called out. Now, okay, this was like a friend of mine, so I did ask if it was about me, and I was told that the video is not about me. It was by some other person who was making videos about this emergency stop thing, but I've yet to find that person. Whatever.
All right, so lately there's been some videos being shared of some safety concerns with the MEM heat presses, and the platens may drop if you hit the E-stop and undo the E-stop while the counter's still counting down.
The irony here, is it irony? But the irony here is that this video was about the back check valve. It was about the backflow valve and how it would eliminate this issue. What did it say?
I'm going to show you how to eliminate these concerns for $8 on Amazon, and it's called a check valve.
Now, it doesn't eliminate the issue, and it was me who shared the backflow valve. It does eliminate an issue, but not this emergency stop issue. So I'll say it's really a mix of two things. Now, when I first got this machine, literally within like minutes of setting it up, I ran into this issue because I was testing the emergency stop to see how it went. And well, let me just show you what happens, okay? So it's on automatic now. which means when I push it all the way to the side, it's going to drop down. And it has a timer, so check this out. Now if I hit this e-stop, it's going to come up, but see the timer? So if I undo it and that timer's still on, it's going to come right back down as soon as I undo it. Now the mistake I made is I had it like over here, and then when I undid the e-stop, it came down and jammed itself. It can get like jammed crooked, and it's very difficult to get it to pop back up. It can come down unexpectedly in a situation that jams it. Where does the backflow valve come in? So if you let the air off this machine, it'll just pop right down. Oh. Okay, let's take it off automatic. That scared me, see? But yeah, the idea being that when you unplug the air, it holds the air in the lines, and then the press doesn't drop down like that. But it doesn't do anything with the e-stop issue, so it really did bum me out to see someone like compelled to make that video to dismiss like a safety issue in our industry. I don't know, like, just doesn't make sense to me. So there you have it. That's the e-stop issue. Got to be careful because it will pop right back up if you have it on auto, and that's the main reason we don't use it on auto. Improvement idea or whatever would be to just wire this button out, to just go in there and put these cables together so it can't go on automatic. I wish I could just take a day to improve this thing and not just kind of stopping in between sizes, sort of like letting ourselves get distracted here, okay? All right, I'm absolutely cruising now. The biggest difference being the tray on top. I think that's been awesome so far. The other big one has been putting my finished garments and my new garments on the same cart. So yeah, I'm just not like twisting around to over here or anything anymore. It's just right here, boom, boom, put them on, send it. So even though this isn't my ideal night or whatever, I still got this order done, and I'll be able to share some improvements with the team that got this kind of rolling smoother, right? So that's it, I'm done. Thanks for tuning in. Keep improving stuff, fixing what bugs you, and I'll catch you next time.